This is Joost from DIYPhotography.net. I'm here with Jack at the Canon stand at IBC 2023. So Jack, how's it going?
Yeah, great. How's it going for you?
Very good. So here, we see some lenses here. Tell me about them.
Yeah, so these are the latest additions to our cinema lens range. So these are the CNR primes. So obviously for years we've had EF and PL mount versions of lenses. We've had RF cameras come out, so this is where the support's coming in for those now.
Yeah, so there's no more EF lenses being made, now we go RF.
When we're talking towards certain models, no, but in certain models there are still EF availability, especially when we go into the cinema lens range. RF is starting to creep into the cinema range now, and rightly so. It's obviously a fairly new technology when compared to the length of time EF was around. And we really need to start seeing the benefits of that in the cinema range as well now.
All right, so what type of camera would I use these lenses on?
So any RF, so within ours, I would probably aim them, they're built towards video, obviously, so being a stills photographer, it would work, but it's not really optimized for that. So if we're talking Canon products, the EOS C70, the R5C would be the main products that I'd be pushing this.
Yeah, that's actually the camera we're shooting this on. So we could actually put one of these on.
Brand approved already.
So now we're shooting actually on a RF zoom. When do we make the swap to a lens like this?
So the swap to a lens like this, depending on if you're looking to get more into professional videography, photo lenses I find great for those in the hybrid use, people that are taking stills, people that are taking video, people that have taken the step into video. Because as we know, the cost of a photo lens compared to some cinema lenses, in some cases they are different, but as a rule, cinema lenses are a bit more. So if you're working in that video space a lot more, there are benefits with these ones. They're built more robust, more to handle. They have the focus rings, so they can work with things like matte boxes, follow focuses, tools like that. The optics are treated slightly differently, and obviously we're working in the video standard T-stops rather than the F-stops, which we get within the photo lenses. So it aligns with the video industry a lot more as well.
Yeah, so these lenses are for dedicated filmmaking, film industry.
Yep.
So what am I looking for in price range for these lenses?
So price range for each of them, on an individual level, you're probably looking at around 4,000 euros per lens for a set.
So I can imagine these lenses are also fine in rental houses and maybe not necessarily in every photographer or filmmaker's backpack?
Yeah, no, that's true. We do find them quite popular in rental houses. They're often good in educational facilities as well because of the price point of them compared to other cinema primes, but yet the quality they offer at the same time. We do see them going into filmmaking schools and things like that because they are a fantastic lens to get great image quality within often the budgets that those guys are working in.
And so, if I understand correctly, these new RF mount cine lenses are similar to the previous EF ones. Do they also communicate with the Canon cameras?
They do indeed, so full communication. So we've taken that EF communication, it's now RF communication. So what I would say is that the benefit of the RF mount is the communication is much faster, and we also include distortion correction data as well with these lenses, which is obviously something quite crucial for really critical videography as well. So.
Yeah. So I think a lot of people might think like, oh, it's a cine lens, they're like lenses that don't communicate at all with the camera, but it's actually really beneficial that you can do the aberration correction, but there's also the focus peaking is actually much easier with a lens like this. Can you elaborate on that?
The focus peaking, I think, is down to the control that you get with these lenses, and it's partly down to the communication as well. So not just the focus peaking, but the dual pixel autofocus guide that we have in all our cameras, which has been critical for guys for years. Obviously you're all familiar with the green arrows aligning and everything like that. Again, that comes down to the communication in the lens.
So like actually it's a really good update and definitely something to look at. Thank you so much for having us here. This is Joost from DIYPhotography.net at the Canon booth. See you in the next video.